Hello, beautiful people. This is urAJ speaking, and I should be live everywhere, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just gonna double, triple check. You know, Rumble really does this obnoxious thing, which, yeah, when you're waiting for a stream and it goes live, it doesn't automatically go to the live stream. It just still shows you the watchy message, whatever. Alright, so I'm live, and I'm live. Cool. That's what I wanted to see. And now I'm going to do the thing. It's going to be so great, guys. It's you and me. And apparently, a pogrom against Jews is about to happen. And Henry did absolutely nothing to prevent it whatsoever. So, if you didn't read the description on the video, literally in the last mission, which I think was in the last stream, Henry goes to infiltrate this castle, and he finds the bad guys there. And one of the bad guys, he gets really angry, chops a dog in half, gets drenched in blood, and then starts screaming at the top of his lungs about how he's going to go to Kuttenberg, to the Jewish quarter, and kill a bunch of Jews. And then Henry leaves the castle and does nothing about it. Warns absolutely no one. So I think that there's going to be like a massacre against Jews in the game soon, and it'll all be Henry's fault, because he could have warned people, but he didn't, because he's an idiot. I don't know what to say, but we'll see. Let's roll. Let's do the thing. All right.
No fear.
Alright, can he drink? No. Can he eat an apple? Now, is the priest hungry? No, the priest is not hungry. He can't change his outfit. He's got a common long sword, which has blood on it. Interesting. Got a bunch of wine. He's got some brews. He's got commemorative ring given to him by the refugees from the mill as a thank you for God's blessing. There's Jan Zizka, who's drunk as hell. And yeah, when you get drunk enough, you can actually clip through people. That's a thing in real life. You can try. There's Hans, which I guess I'm going to ignore. I'm going to talk to the Rabbi. What you doing, Rabbi? What's up?
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Kuttenberg. And this is Samuel, my aide.
Who would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
Are you looking for friends among us?
Let us say rather that we have chosen a side. The situation in the town and the kingdom is unsustainable. The whole land is on the brink of destruction. You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just arrived, after all.
Did you come to lend money to the lords?
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to the needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? The messenger of Radzik Copula.
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. We did not get off to a very good start.
Maybe you'll get to know each other better. He should be coming here later, by the way. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every turn.
Wait, a blacksmith, you say? From Skalitz?
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous sins.
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me on her own.
And that was all for the best.
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry, and raised him as his own, on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzik Kobila, Henry's real father.
I don't care if you took care of 20 other Mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did
I mean,
to
that's
you.
pretty fair.
Person
That's
can't
legit.
choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
For that, there will be more suitable times.
Good health.
L'chaim.
Alright, so that's that. Talk to Hans. I can drink more wine. Wait, oh yeah, now I'm overly full. Okay, cool.
And who would entrust him with it? Without a coat of arms and a noble house, all he can command is a band of mangy bandits. Jobst is right. We must grit our teeth and wait for Sigismund to run out of money.
That's how it'll end eventually. Everyone will realize you can't wage war without coin.
That's an interesting strategy, except that Sigismund is plundering the country, and, you know, they're basically waiting for him to run out of stuff to steal, which is maybe not the best, maybe. I mean, still, it's a strategy, and economic sabotage might help things along.
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin, a friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Baron Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. The last of my line. I am a warrior, a traveler, a strategist, and also, à ma manière, a poet.
My word. Isn't that exhausting?
Mais non! And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
I'm not looking for friends? Come on, man.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance,
Not
Baron.
gonna be a grumpy dude.
I knew right away we'd hit it off.
Hey, Thraknar. Kingdom Come makes far more sense once you realize Henry is Radzig's bastard son. Yeah, absolutely, it does. And it's also funny when Radzig tells him. So he goes, gets the sword for Radzig. He's trying to get the sword, and Radzig's like, "I've got other swords. Like, I'm a nobleman, whatever." And then he eventually admits, so like, that sword was supposed to be like a birthday present for you, and which is also weird, but whatever. One of the things that, if you haven't played this game at all, Thraknar, what really kind of pisses me off is a number of things do. Mind you, at the same time, I will say, just a caveat, this is a good game, especially Acts 1 and 2. Acts 1 and 2 were less buggy at launch than any other game I've played at launch in literally a generation. An entire generation of people have been born since the last time I played a game that wasn't full of bugs in Act 1 and 2 at launch. Act 3, mind you, it's still buggy as crap. So I feel like a little bit jilted that I got like suckered in, but still, like, it is a good game. But yeah, that said, one of the things people keep on talking about is how, oh yes, you can get knighted for doing valorous deeds, and they keep on bringing up how to get knighted. And apparently, I haven't gotten this far, but as far as I know, in this game, Henry does not get knighted at all. And there's no way to get him knighted, which pisses me off, like, sincerely. It also pisses me off that apparently, Radzig doesn't legitimize him, which would really, help. I don't know. Maybe that's not as common a practice as Kingdom Come, not as Crusader Kings 2 would have us believe, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
How did you end up imprisoned in Malashov?
C'est une histoire compliquée. It was after I heroically led the defense of Kuttenberg, and only lost it narrowly by an unfortunate turn of events.
That needs some explanation. What unfortunate turn of events?
And Evelyn Snanuru says, knock knock, hello. What's up? Well, I hope that you're a real person and not a spam bot, which would be sad. That would make me a very sad panda. But okay, cool. Let's do
Oh, misère. It is clear you have never been to war.
You're quite mistaken, Monsieur Baron. I have.
Ah, je suis désolé. This Bohemia is a strange land. I have seen farmhands, children, and even women fighting. But the clergy? Sainte Mère, do tell me about it. No doubt you fought on the side of truth and honor.
Alright, so I haven't played KCD 2. So Ragnar saying, I haven't played KCD 2, but I was invested in the story since the first game ends at an intermission. Yeah. The story is pretty okay so far. I'm a little bit weirded out at this point in the story. Henry gets like a heads up that a bunch of Jews are going to get massacred, and he doesn't do anything about it. So I think we're about to witness a massacre of Jews. We'll see. I hope it's not as bad as it looks. But yeah, I mean, generally speaking, the story is solid. The writing is, for, an action RPG, the writing is phenomenal. It really is. Like, I mean, it's not like artistic genius, but the writing really is good. The characters are really well fleshed out. The one thing where the writing has really sucked is the gay stuff. There are parts where you can make Henry do gay things, and I've been doing on stream, because this is the Kingdom Come Degenerance stream. I've been doing all of the gay conversation options, and they're really clunky and weird. There's at one point where you can like hook up with this random dude, just like, smash this random dude at a party. And so Henry's, even if he's gay, he's never had relations with another man before. But he just like randomly is like, you know what? I'm going to go and like pork this random dude. And he just picks him up like he's a freaking bodybuilder at a bathhouse in the 80s. He's just like, hey, how's it going? We should go take a bath together. Yeah, bro. Oh, it would be a sin if we didn't scrub a dub. It's just really weird and out of place. Like, you wouldn't expect someone who is a gay virgin to just be like super smooth and be like, yep, let's go do the gay together, bro. Yeah, I mean, it would make more sense if he was like even a little bit nervous or confused or just trying to explore feelings that he doesn't understand. Like, no, it's just out of the nowhere. He's just like, all of a sudden he's just a gay pimp. It's weird, but okay, cool. Yeah.
My last big battle was in Kosovo.
I've heard of this battle. Many great men fell there.
Aye. And it was there I decided it was nothing for me. So I settled down in the presbytery in urAJ.
Then, what are you doing here at a meeting of opponents of the crown?
The Lord moves in mysterious ways. You say you're a poet? How about a verse or two to amuse us?
Jamais. Is poetry nothing but a fuss to you? Is a poet a gesture for amusement? I think not. To recite, I require the proper mood. And besides, few here would understand me.
Okay.
Where have you been on your travels? Have you seen the ocean?
But of course! I was born by the sea. If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire. And if you are interested in my greatest deed, then that was perhaps saving the life of the King of France.
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope, personally?
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with Boniface IX when I was sojourning in Rome. A pleasant fellow.
How come almost nobody here knows you?
I am operating, as they say. Incognito. My great benefit is my strong connection with the French court. There, everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia, I'm still building my reputation, slowly, but surely.
Okay, cool. All right. New cutscene.
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess. Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing?
Oh, there's the Jan Lichtenstein guy.
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Well, that went just as expected. Good health, and to yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here? I would have expected a bit
Also,
more
the graphics
sense
are
from
a lot
Jobst
better,
of all people. He
but
made an amateur's mistake.
When there is a light
But
behind
it's hard to
someone's
be
head,
angry
it
with
shines
him
through
when
their
he's trying
teeth.
to
It's kind of
ingratiate himself
distracting.
with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of...
That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that?
I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today's gathering.
Is that so?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
It depends what it's all about.
A little delicate diplomacy. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain shortcomings.
That's a weak word.
And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council. But I have an idea how to change that.
Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
If Sigismund decides to mount an attack on the camp, it'd be a massacre.
Ah, but it won't. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves, but he won't engage in equal force on the battlefield.
But he can't retreat either. That would be a
Well, here's the other thing, though, is his army is substantially made up of mercenaries who, if they're dead, he doesn't have to pay them anymore.
Right. And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there. For the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We've already set the ground for it. We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction.
Are you saying you set everything in motion even before Jobst?
More like in parallel, but without his knowledge. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win.
You've got an interesting way of approaching things.
You're certainly not the first to tell me that. I take it as a compliment.
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths. And also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
I'll help you. What exactly should I do?
I'll give you 3 names. Botchek of Kunstadt, Haman Alder, and Anna of Waldstein. If you can get those 3 on our side, we've won the day. Meanwhile, I'll take care of Jobst.
Tell me a bit more about those people, so I know who I'm dealing with.
Certainly. Who do you want to start with?
Botchek of Kunstadt. I know the name, but I can't quite place him.
That's just the thing. He's got massive estates, great influence, but he holds back. He doesn't play the big game, because he doesn't like to take risks. He always goes for the sure thing. But once he's made his mind up, not even a pair of oxen will hold him back.
Alder the Alderman. Wasn't he a Kuttenberg councillor?
He still is. The only one who retained his position after the city was taken. Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Kuttenberg. So his days in the council are numbered. But he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds and the rich burghers. And that's why we need him.
Anna of Waldstein. The widow of that rich mine owner. What was his name?
Wenzel Bartosz. And I'm not surprised you forgot.
I was quite surprised to see her here. Assemblies like this are more of a
male affair? So far, Godwin, so far. Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplary young widow. But don't trust appearances. She's got claws, she knows how to do her sums, and she certainly has no love lost for Sigismund.
And what use can she be to us? Apart from her late husband's money, of course.
She's as sharp as they come when it comes to trade. And she knows a thing or two about diplomacy. There are wicked tongues that claim Bartosz acquired most of his wealth thanks to her. And that it was thanks to her that he died, too.
Why me, of all people?
Because you've got a head on your shoulders. You know how to talk, and you're not just out for your own good. You and your friend Henry are similar in that respect. That's why I know I can count on you both. There aren't many like you two left.
I'll get on it then. Wish me luck.
I wish us both luck. Before the day is over, the die will be cast.
Success to our plans.
Alright, so how drunk is the priest so far? His drinky level is edging up. Yes, drinky levels holding steady. Oh, they're not holding steady. Roughly 40. Oh, no. Are we crossing 50? Let's see. So I'm going this way.
I tell you, nobody has the likes of these.
Not even Botchek?
Not even Botchek. And he's a great lord.
Why? I'd like to check your horses out and see if they're as good as you say.
Pah, even better. But you won't believe it until you see for yourself.
And you might not believe your eyes when you do see them. Well, we have a new guest.
I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without it by your leave. Or to arrest my guests some more?
I want to have a word with Older.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I apologize, Father.
For interrupting our conversation? Or just for being you?
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up then. What are you doing here?
I came with a delegation from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Is this a joke?
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat, only interested in wenches and booze. I got him a place at the Archbishopric to have some sense beaten into his head. Only it wasn't long before they kicked him out. And then I find out he's settled in some backwater parish in Sassau. But he took his boozing and whoring along with him, lost everything, and then came creeping home again. Huh?
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer courtyard.
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the way you disgraced our whole family?
You're exaggerating, like you've always done.
Me? Exaggerating? You're the one who turned my home into a house of ill repute. Your whores wandering around as if they owned the place.
Oh, actually, anything fun was strictly banned under your roof. But maybe you ought to try it yourself sometime. Then maybe you wouldn't be such a bitter old grouch.
Dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor. If you had any, you'd be...
That's enough!
Christopher.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel.
Alright, well, cool.
I'm not happy about it, but I accept. This isn't how I imagined my first meeting with my brother.
Alright.
Make room for us. We'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel, man against man. Stay back. They teach you that in the seminary?
Cover your right side! You've got a gap there I can drive a car through!
Not bad for a priest.
What's wrong with your legs?
Alright, let me take a look and see what combos I have. Long sword. Oh, he's got all the combos. Alright. You got up, left, right. Yeah. Up, up, left. That's a good one.
That was sneaky. Show your stuff.
Missed the master strike, damn it.
Left or lower?
You're fast.
Swing with your whole arm, not just your wrist.
Alright, let's see what else we got. Do we have any bottom combos? Down, down, right. Okay, cool. Cool.
Hey! Who told you
Look at
that?
my eyes, not at my sword. You don't know
Enough.
which end of that thing is up.
That will do. My God. Where did you learn to wield a sword like that? Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. But you could teach sword fighting in a school.
I was in a war. Right after they kicked me out of the Archbishopric. And you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
Aye. Well, I apologize for going off like that.
So it's a younger
I had
brother
to, so that-
who inherited the
So
estate.
Father would be satisfied. I know. Only he'll never be satisfied. The sooner you realize that, the better.
I thought he was the way he was because it's...
So Thraknar says, well, so what prompts you in game to play as this priest guy? It's set pieces. It's just at various points in the game you become Godwin, and that's just it. You're just stuck with him, which is actually pretty cool because I think he's a great character. He's phenomenal, like the way he's written, the way he's fleshed out, and it's interesting because, like, you know, you're building up Henry's stats, and all of a sudden, you're Godwin now, and like you're a freaking old man or middle-aged man. It's a very different playing experience. But yeah, the start of the game is one of those in medias res prologues. You play as Godwin, and it's some foreshadowing. It's interesting stuff. But yeah, so it just by progressing the main plot, you just turn into Godwin every once in a while.
First son let him down, and he hoped at least his second would become something.
Not at all. I remember him the same since I was a nipper. When I was 6 years old, I fell off a horse and broke my leg. He wouldn't talk to me for a week because I'd let him down.
The first time he took me hunting, he let me starve for 3 days until I was able to shoot my first hare.
Only 3 days. He got soft.
I always wondered who you were. There was never much talk about you at home.
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled and boozed until they threw me out of my own parish. But now, I have a chance to put things to rights a little.
And that's why you want to talk to Alder?
Aye. The outcome of this war depends on it.
That sounds very important, considering you and Alder are both pretty small players. After your encounter with Father, it won't be easy to get to Alder. Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless you want to anger Father even more.
What else can I do, though?
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure. But you'll have to trust me and tell me what it's all about.
Yeah, you can trust his brother at this point.
You've heard Yob's plan, right? It's a nice idea, but we can't wait around without an army to back us up.
Only no one's going to pay for one, because that would be an outright admission of rebelling against Sigismund.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund. If he agrees, they'll follow.
I expect Alder's not the only one you're after.
You got that right.
Leave Alder to me. The plan sounds sensible, and he's no fool.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime. Pa doesn't need to know about it.
You're starting to sound like a brother.
Alright, cool. That was pretty dope. Yeah, let's take a look at these combos, because he's got a combo that even Henry doesn't have. Rossen, one left, left, right. Yeah. He doesn't have Fiore Hauptschwerten. Yeah, I think Henry's got the rest. Yeah, remembering the combos is something that I've never been pretty good at. Alright, well, now it's time to wash all the blood off me. Do I have blood on me? Apparently not. No, apparently you automatically get hosed off. Which is cool. Well, that's a housemaid. There's Hamish of Lipa.
May I have a word with you, sir?
You? Anytime. With you, at least, there's some sensible conversation. Unlike this pack of conceited upstarts.
Have you got something against the Kuttenberg nobles?
Their forefathers lived up to their ears in dung. But thanks to the royal mines, they were born with silver spoons up their asses. And they think that can turn their blood blue.
Surely they're not all like that. And they are our allies.
Allies or not, someone ought to show them their place.
Young Lord Capon is finally free again. Let's hope he'll take better care of himself now.
He got a harsh lesson. But at least he might remember to lay off that tomfoolery of his for a while. But if not, war will make a man of him soon enough.
Do you think there's really going to be a war? I mean a proper one, not just sitting around and talking about it.
I sincerely hope so. Whoever sits around risks nothing. It's time to get off our asses and take action.
What do you think about Jobst?
Are you testing me? Jobst called this assembly and he wants things to turn out well. We have to trust him.
To turn out well for whose benefit, though? Some are up to their elbows in silver and blood, so others can live in freedom.
Better make sure you're among the latter, then. And in the meanwhile, help the former to keep their losses to a minimum.
Interesting. Alright, so how do I get... I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. It looks like I'm supposed to talk to this lady now. I'm supposed to go up there. I guess. Oh no, here.
Exactly why we mustn't push too hard.
Sir Bojack, I need to speak with you for a moment.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips and someone comes along to put a flea in his ear. Jobst comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're all jostling to win me over for him.
On the contrary, I've come here with an idea how to improve it.
Does that improvement include a few thousand men-at-arms? If not, you can go to the devil with it.
A few thousand men-at-arms as a convincing argument. And 100 horsemen on top. Only in order to get them, we need coin.
You've got my attention, but not my money yet.
How can I persuade you?
I need guarantees of security. I don't want to end up like Rutard.
Of course. Once it comes to protecting property, ideals go out the window.
You can talk, since you haven't got a pot to piss in yourself. If you were in my position, you'd think differently. I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord blessed me with a large family. I can't risk it all in a conflict with Sigismund.
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold if you openly oppose Sigismund.
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom among the allies.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept. I don't want her to be unhappy.
Liechtenstein is unmarried. Or young Lord Capon. Oh yeah, is Yitka the one who canonically marries Capon?
How about young Lord Capon?
He's a youngster still.
He may be young, but he's got something between his ears. He's got battle experience. And when he gets the estate that's his by right, he'll be well secured for life.
If he gets it. Right now, Hanush lords over Rattay and seems quite happy with that state of affairs. On the other hand, the lords of Leipa have a good reputation, and Hanush can always be relied on despite his temper.
Yeah, Hanush is solid as a rock.
Maybe
I
it's
love
not
that
such
guy.
a bad idea.
So, will you support our plan?
You're selling the skin of a boar that's still grunting. First, I want a confirmation that the wedding will take place as soon as possible.
And what if Lord Capon refuses?
I don't care what the young lord thinks. Hanush is the one to decide. If he agrees, I'll be happy to support your plan.
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to save the kingdom. Things have come to a pretty pass.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice. Now stop dilly-dallying and go and tell Hanush.
Time again.
I mean, that's a pretty smart deal on his part. I mean, it's not necessarily fitting with our contemporary morals, but well, there's Anna Waldstein.
How are you getting?
Aside from the happy family reunion, everything is going according to plan. Thanks for asking.
I'd almost forgotten about that little detail.
Father is getting old. There were times when he could keep yelling at me half the day.
Keep it up. We've still got a lot of work to do. Just don't overdo it with the wine. No one takes a walking wineskin seriously.
Well, you know, he's not super drunk.
I've got some good news and some bad news for you.
The bad news is there's hardly any females in this whole damned place. There's some old bat standing there with 2 young girls, but she watches over them like a mother hen. So at least tell me the good news.
You're going to get married.
Good one. Is she at least pretty?
I don't know. I've never seen her.
You're really a barrel of laughs. Wait till Hannah hears this. Now, enough nonsense. Let's have a drink to your health and my freedom.
I'd better slow down, or I won't live to see the morning.
What can one expect from a man of the cloth?
I'm trying to remember, like, I don't think you see Lady Yitka. Yeah, I could have sworn that, I mean, you find her scarf in Act 2.
Take a look at that. A nightingale surrounded by hawks.
Job's the nightingale. He looks more like a wet hen to me.
It's quite unusual to see him cornered like this.
I'll bet my last groschen he's setting the stage for his final performance. I hope there'll be no singing. I've had a few nightingales and they all screeched like the devil.
Be careful with those groschen, my friend.
What is this about?
Oh, nothing. An old grievance.
A little misunderstanding involving a big counterfeit groschen.
How big a pile?
Big enough for that bastard Istvan to raise a small army. He caused us a shitload of trouble.
I heard about that Hungarian pussack. He was dangerously clever and as slippery as a bag of eels.
Even though Jobst is right, I'm in favor of decisive action. We can no longer afford to wait.
As if I didn't have enough on my plate already. Like my ward, who I can't leave unattended for a few days without him damn near getting executed.
Oh, go easy on him. It wasn't his fault. And you said you forgive him.
But for the last time, those shenanigans of his have got to stop.
Ah, young Lord Capon is an adult now.
But he doesn't act like it, damn it.
So marry him off.
What?
Find him a wife. That'll straighten him out in no time.
Well, speaking of...
Sir Hanush, I bring happy tidings.
You do? Let's hear it then.
Young Lord Capon is going to get married.
If he's got some impoverished noble's daughter pregnant, I'll have his hide. I'm not going to support some bastard.
You misunderstood my meaning. I was the one who arranged the betrothal. I mean, with your blessing.
You arranged a marriage for my ward? Just like that? With who?
With the niece of Sir Bushek, Lord of Kunstadt. Her name's Yitka.
Bushek of Kunstadt? The Bushek of Kunstadt? Godwin, you conniving old bastard!
Oh, fuck.
I don't believe it. So, young Hans is to marry Kunstadt's daughter?
Niece.
If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get the Rattay parish.
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa. Or what about a bishopric?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a wedding. Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him myself. But let's drink to it, shall we?
Oh, I must decline.
I must sadly decline, sir.
I'll take that personally.
Well, yeah, well, he's... The same dude's complaining about you being a massive drunk.
Exactly why we mustn't.
Sabuchik, your niece Yivka can start preparing for her wedding.
So Hanush agrees, without reservations.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill my end of the bargain without reservation.
Thank you, Lord of Kunstad.
Enough formality. We'll have a drink. What do you say?
All right, he's got to do this one.
Cheers to the beautiful Lady Yivka and the unhappy Lord King.
Here's to a good bargain.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, I gotta say.
A tankard of ale, thanks.
Ooh. All right. I just got a, I got a really important
Money,
email.
money, money. It's... The Lord be with you. What?
Play some dice? Well, no. No, he's not gonna play dice. That would be in character, but he's not gonna do that. He's got one more person to talk to. All right. Anna of Waldstein, who for some reason doesn't show up on your quest map.
God be with you, noble
Just
lady.
these little bugs in Act
There's something
3.
I'd like to ask of you.
God be with you. What would that be?
Your diplomatic support. And your money.
No beating around the bush, eh? I like that. But what do you want my money for?
Margrave Yob's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources to...
To muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ. Be praised. You're astute.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions is a necessity. Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
How do you know Liechtenstein's behind it?
I know most of the people here very well. Many of them certainly have doubts about the Margrave's plans, but they wouldn't dream of stating them aloud. While it seems that Lord Liechtenstein, on the contrary, sees his opportunity.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this crowd.
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine. And beneficial deals.
Who did you learn from? In my experience, women usually learn other skills.
I acquired the basics from my husband. God rest his soul. And the rest I learnt quickly, as soon as others started sniffing around his estate. So, to the point. What is it that Liechtenstein wants from me?
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to parley more effectively with Sigismund.
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me for help? Why should I, of all people, take the risk?
It's not only your money we're interested in. You're well able to negotiate and trade. And if you were to take part in our plan...
Then I'd be helpful to you on two fronts. If you want me to support you, you must give me a good reason. Perhaps a favor in return.
Do you have something in particular in mind?
Well, one of the guests here has something that shouldn't get into the wrong hands.
Who's that?
Harmon Alder. Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him, I would support your proposal.
Have you fallen out with the Town Councillor?
No. Alder is innocent in the matter. My relatives from the House of Bartosz are behind it all. They're disappointed that I dared outlive my husband, and the fact that I'm handling his estates makes their hair stand on end.
And these papers I'm supposed to switch, what do they concern?
My relatives somehow dug up some trade contracts between myself and certain undesirable parties.
You were dealing with the enemy.
They were not the enemy at the time. My conscience is clear, but I'll rest easier when those papers are in my hands.
And the papers I'm supposed to plant on Alder?
Just insignificant documents. If the incriminating ones disappeared without a trace, it would arouse suspicion.
All right, I'll help you. Or at least I'll give it a try.
Aldo will surely have the papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed on the outer courtyard. Bring them to me, and put these there instead. But watch yourself. Odorin's groom has eyes everywhere.
Interesting.
Take a look at that. A nightingale surrounds my...
Okay. Alright, well that was easier than I thought.
Involving a thief on a counterfeit groschen.
I've got those papers from Aldo for you.
Quiet! You don't have to announce it to everyone.
My lady, with all the clamor going on here, I can hardly hear my own thoughts. Here they are.
You're more capable than I expected. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome. And now you're part of the bargain.
As agreed. I will support Liechtenstein's proposal with both words and money.
Thank you, noble lady. God will...
Yes, quite. But let's drink to our bargain, Godwin.
Sure
How
thing.
could I refuse a toast with such a fine lady? To your health, Lady Anna.
And to the success of our efforts.
Alright, so what's the drunkometer say? He's still not too bad.
I'm still hoping it works out and we walk out of here with a clear plan. But maybe you were right. It was probably not the best idea to gather all the lords under one roof.
At other times, I would celebrate hearing you admit a mistake, Margrave. But if I were you, I wouldn't lose faith just yet. Sometimes all you need to do is send the right man to whisper the right words into the right ears.
Well, that sounds like my
You
cue.
mean you managed to convince someone? Someone influential?
Not at all. I manage nothing. But I have found someone who could pull a thorn out of our side and get some influential people to join our cause.
And who is this secret envoy of yours? I'm still hoping it works out and we walk out of here with a clear...
Gentlemen, I think we can raise our goblets to the successful conclusion of the negotiations.
Is this supposed to be your secret weapon?
Like I said, miracles happen where you least expect them. Tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin, what news do you bring us?
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bocek of Kunstad will support our cause.
Both of them? Good heavens, what did you promise them?
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink. So if you'll excuse me, my lords?
Alright, so did the brother come through?
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
Yes. And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours. They'll give you coin.
The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslaus, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
Which is, yeah, historically what happened. Oh, that's great.
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I will set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
Ragnar says, so Godwin interludes act as a catalyst to propel the story forward. Yeah, you bet. And Capon's like, no, but I wanted to get married to Henry because we had head injuries. We had head injuries, and that made us. Yep, but now. Now we'll see. He and Henry can still be together.
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same.
Uh-oh.
Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere. Point them to the Jewish quarter and give them free rein. To do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wenceslas' side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see, all you have to do is make sure the city rabble get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylanders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Actually, it's probably a good point.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants. Chicken shits! Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
And drunks! Give them hell! Lazy fools, a lot of them.
How dare you?
Some of you are even swelling right here in the city council meeting. This is unbelievable.
Remove this swill pot from the hall immediately.
I'm telling the truth. This whole council is a farce. The whole city knows it.
Lord of Sergeants, your insolence just cost you your place on the council, and a month in the dungeon.
But...
Hopefully that'll be enough for him to sober up. And if not, put him in the pillory for a while, bailiff.
I'll see to it as soon as the council is over, Your Majesty.
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None. I therefore place the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets.
I mean, that's true.
And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. No one else. The council is dismissed. You, don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Between the two of us, Margaret, was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly, we have had enough false flattery.
Sire, harsh, rightfully so. These councillors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. The same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the king's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were at fair. Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year. We have concerns, friend. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries? They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago.
Interesting.
Thank you. It is a good year. If our father were still alive, he would have been...
So this is interesting. So I used to be a salesman. I guess that's my trade. I mean, I'm a writer. Whatever. I was a salesman. And one of the important things about sales is that you know your product better than anyone else. So if your product sucks, you know everything that's wrong with it. You know everything that's wrong with your company. And so it's easy to psych yourself into thinking that you're a loser selling crap and whatever. What you don't realize is that you don't know the crap with all your competitors' companies as well. So it's important to try to open your mind to the idea that, like, yeah, there are trade-offs with everything, And yeah, so it is interesting to see, on the one hand, the Wenceslas side, they're fractious and they're whatever, but also Sigismund is not doing that much better.
Astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslas' reign brought us. With a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing every damn hill. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass, and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace, at least among themselves. Jobst does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp's nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
But the wine is good. To your health. And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king.
Alright, I can...
Thank you, sire. You are too magnanimous.
Why? You did a good job. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, your majesty.
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
Henry is just helping everyone, you know?
While the consul was meeting, Kuttenberg and his men set out for Raposh. Odorin won't give you any more trouble.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Odorin, we can handle Ruthard easy. Rabosh will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine, boy.
No, we shall have white. We have had enough of red.
White it is. Quickly! If Raposh falls, others will follow.
I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
Uh-oh.
Need be.
He's got a giant cannon.
Use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
To bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
To victory, sire.
To today's, and those of the future.
Well, all right. So Raborsh Fortress is gonna get besieged. Sucks to be them. Right in the middle of their partying. Well, hopefully they're prepped for a siege. I mean, they should be. Oh, and now he's drunk.
Aye, so what? They left a long time ago. Neum et propositum tabernam
yeah, now he's just...
How would you like a wine, Chevalier?
The art of winemaking has a long tradition in La Belle France. Recipes are passed on from father to son, and each generation brings them to perfection. I myself was practically raised on wine. How many I have tasted. Even the French royal court took note of my refined taste. The king himself had wine delivered for his table according to my advice.
I expect his lordship had the best barrels rolled out. Now, if you'd only known he had a real connoisseur here.
Best barrels? Mon ami, this wine would perhaps be suited to the infirmary, where it would suffice for cleaning wounds and easing pain. For that, the taste is of little consequence.
Burn, vacuum.
Oh, and I've got a call coming in. I'll be right back.
He's gay!
Alright, I'm back. And you'll never believe this, guys. This is a really important phone call. They were trying to reach me about my car's extended warranty. But, yeah, that's it. I dipped out for a bit to, have a quick bite to eat, shove an apple in my mouth, keep some doctors away from me. Alright, let's roll.
Your name is unpronounceable.
Chevalier d'Arezzo.
Look, Father, we didn't end up like that.
Oh, wow.
You in need of something, my wild friend?
I'd like to drink a toast with you to our joint success. As they say, all's well that ends well. So, to brighter tomorrows.
Touching.
Come now. What's become of your poetic soul?
I never had one.
Truly? Not even a little?
Well, maybe once. The older I get, the worse it is. Give me a few more years and I'll become a professional mourner.
See now. I'll gladly drink to that with you. Only there's nothing to drink. We've run dry.
Fuck. I've got a tongue like a slice of weak old bread after all that gabbing.
Well, get something wet for us then.
His lordship is so unsteady on his legs, he can't make it as far as the keg.
To hell with that keg slop. Your father surely has something better stored away. I had my eye on him all evening. He had pictures brought from somewhere for himself and his closest friends, and left the rest of us to drink cheap dregs. Try and find one of those pictures for us, eh? I'm sure you can manage that.
You can bet on it. I've got a nose for booze.
I don't doubt it. Get sniffing quick.
I'm just going to check the chat real quick, because I was gone for a minute. Alright, nothing new on YouTube. Oh, no, Thraknar's here. He said Sam had to get some broth. Yeah, broth is important. Yeah, in fact, I've been making a lot of stews lately, and I just experimentally did a stew with a beef stew with chicken broth. It was weird. It was super weird. Well, at least now I know if I want to, create a visual of a really weird-looking, like medieval-looking stew, I will know that I need to make it out of beef and use chicken broth.
For a ride in the woods or a hunt.
Huh?
Good evening, my esteemed lady. I haven't yet had the opportunity to make your acquaintance.
No matter. I know who you are. Although Martin hardly spoke of you, from what I heard, I could conjure up a pretty good picture.
No offense, but whatever picture you paint, I have reason enough to believe it's a mistake.
Indeed. So the stories of how in your youth you used to drag a different chambermaid to your bed every night is nothing but slander?
And I also heard that you once fell drunk into the trench in front of the fortress, horse and all.
All right, I confess to that one. But nothing happened to either me or the horse.
And is it not true that one of your paramours made off with your late mother's jewelry?
We are all sinners. And besides, that was 20 years ago. A person can change a lot in that time.
Unquestionably. My husband is living proof of it. No more than I.
Is your husband here too? I don't believe I've had the honor.
You won't find him here. He stayed at home in our fortress. He suffers from gout and doesn't like long journeys.
Or any journeys for that matter. Even where the king goes on his own 2 feet, my husband has to be carried by 3 servants.
All his life he gorged himself on meat, pastries, and wine, and now he's paying for it.
Would you kindly introduce your 2 companions?
This is Lady Christina, second wife of Lord Binyik of Nostitz. She's standing in for him here today.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Shall we go somewhere more private? Lol.
How come your husband?
Because he's been rotting for nearly a year in the king's captivity.
I'm sorry to hear that. I pray that God shall return him to you soon.
I've been praying for it since the day I got word of his captivity. Perhaps worldly powers will come to our aid once the promised army turns up. One hopes.
What's your opinion of the outcome of today's assembly?
That it's about time. Although at the onset it looked like everyone here would carry on arguing like fishwives at the market. But in the end, it seems the agreement arrived at will bear fruit.
It's been a pleasure, my lady.
And this here is Lady Helena of Degenerance, my niece and ward.
God be with you, sir.
Please excuse her. This is her first time at such a large gathering.
Wouldn't you prefer a chat in private, lol?
You're fortunate. Your aunt sets you a good example. And I'm sure she won't leave you to the mercy of the gentleman present.
Yes, Lady Matilda has always kept a close eye on me.
And I know what I'm doing. Don't think I'm not aware of how some fellows look at you.
Are you well acquainted with our hosts?
Only a little. Sir Martin Orderin and his son have been to visit at Lady Matilda's on several occasions.
They come to me for advice on selecting horses. If it hadn't been for me, that mule he's bragging about to everyone here would have cost him twice as much.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Mom. It's been a pleasure, dear ladies.
Gracious, you couldn't think of a fancier name?
At least you can tell by the name that the horse is immensely valued.
It depends. Oh, if we all agree that the name Bucephorus signifies higher value, then yes.
Anyway, looking at him closely, I reckon he's more of a draft horse. There are a few of those around my mind, too.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, it kind of looks like it's a draft horse, definitely.
What kind of name is Bruce Phallus, anyway? Pronounced Bucephalus.
I think Bucephalus was the name of the horse of one of the Roman emperors. The one who made his horse a whatchamacallit?
I think a good sign.
A senator.
More. These old farts here have no idea what fun is.
Well, what are you missing? There's wine, food, even a few females worth the same.
No. I'd rather have a game of dice. Or a good punch-up.
Well, let's have a game then. But for what?
For coin. What else?
Playing for coins, I'm bored. You got anything else to wager?
I might have something. But you have to bet at least 20 groschen against it.
And what might that be?
Let's keep it a surprise. You would be sorry, though.
What the hell? It'll be fun at least.
You bet it will.
Alright. And I can't save. Yep. Oh, sweet. That's a great roll. Alright, I'll quit while I'm ahead. yeah, I should be able to do it in the next round. Rolling 3. There's a good chance I'll make it. Yes. That's it. That's a win. I received a carrot? What, really? A carrot? Are you kidding me?
You can dip that rotten carrot in lard and ram it up your dry arse.
I was just having a laugh with you. Lighten up a bit, eh? But if you don't like your prize, hand it over here.
Here you are. Not much use to me.
Ah, you've got no imagination. It's not for eating, but it still has uses. Like I could shove it down the back of the cousin's shaft.
I parted with the carrot.
You want to roll some dice?
Sure. I don't think. Oh, you can stuff your.
Alright, well, that's that.
Rolls around my mind, too.
All that for a rotten carrot.
They're young. They'll have plenty of time to cultivate that happiness.
Well, the groom isn't looking too happy at the moment.
How come you're still here, sir? Weren't you supposed to travel with Sir Hanush? Raise an army, prepare a wedding feast and all that?
All hail Jobst. He sorted out things here nicely. He got my money for a start, and that's more than I wanted to give him. But you know how it goes. Give them a finger. Huh? I explained to the Margrave that I'm not going anywhere. And
here we go. Throckno says, I had some undiagnosed gout-like symptoms in 2021 that lasted for a while. It was awful. Being able to walk on your feet is a wonderful thing. Dan. Dude, all right, so a couple months ago, I got up from bed and I got so dizzy I nearly puked. And I stayed dizzy for several weeks because apparently there are tiny crystals in your ears that act as like a gyroscope or something for your brain. And if you get out of bed too quickly, you'll knock them out of alignment and your body will think that you're like, you know, permanently falling or something. It was horrifying. And Consul, there we go.
I sent my captain with him.
Consul of Rome.
Full of
He was a consul of Rome. Sorry.
Vinegar. I'm too old and fond of my comfort.
Did you at least discuss with Hanush where the wedding will take place?
Nothing to discuss. It'll be at our castle, Potsdam, of course. It's the pride of our family. We can fit in 3 times more people than here, and that still wouldn't be much.
Ah, but there are 2 castles in Ratai. I bet my right arm, old Hanush, will want to have the wedding there.
What? In Ratai? Well, I ought to look into that then.
Deal with him yourself, though. I won't be your gent's messenger anymore.
Oh, that's great.
Have you ever thought about getting married again? It would make a lot of things easier for you.
And how should I interpret this question?
In the simplest terms, I'm offering you a business deal without any ulterior motives. I am far too old for some sentimental.
Oh man, that's pretty based. Not gonna
You're
lie.
amusing. But you know my answer. I appreciate your friendship, but I'd rather run my own affairs.
I understand. Let's at least drink to your success.
And let's drink to the future of Lady Yitka. May her marriage to Lord Capon bring her happiness.
Yeah.
The drunk effects, the drunk visual effects in this game actually make me a little dizzy in real life. Yeah, Throckdar says, yeah, the ear crystals are real. Dude, I was just, it was so bad. Like, I literally, I basically had to lay down for, like, weeks. For 2 weeks before, you know, I could walk around normally again. Alright, well, there's that. Alright, so you only have a one chance to hit on those young girls.
May I interrupt you for a moment? You already did, didn't you?
What's the matter?
I wanted to pay you a compliment.
Everyone keeps saying that the prettiest girls in the whole county serve the at the Bosch. I didn't believe it. But I can see there's some truth in it.
Oh, yeah.
What are you blabbering about?
Haven't you had a little too much wine, perhaps?
Not at all. I could drink every man here under the table. Want me to show you?
No need. I believe you.
Stop bothering us and go pester someone else. Dasha isn't interested.
Lol.
May I interrupt you? You already...
What's the matter?
One of the most esteemed guests ordered more wine. Where might I find it? All over the place. I meant the really fine one. The kind that Martin...
No way. Sir Martin ordered for it to be served only to him and a few of his favorites.
Come on. If I go and get it myself, there's no risk to you. At worst, I'll take the blame.
All right. Them pictures are on a table in the cellar. But you didn't hear it from me.
Now off you go and leave us alone.
Oh. Alright. Going down to the cellar.
Next time, have a bath before you come to see me, you pig.
I'd like to play dice. Care for a roll or two.
What game would you like to...
Oh, beggars. No, screw that.
I actually...
Pony is the last thing you need.
My boots of fellows is no pony. Right?
Bucephalus. He was a consul of
All day
Rome.
long, they're trying to agree on something they won't remember.
Sorry, have you got some time to spare?
From cleaning up this pigsty? Anytime.
I've come to rescue you from work responsibilities.
Really? Why don't you save that sweet talk and tell me what you want?
Well, it occurred to me we could maybe spend a little time together.
Of course. What else? Do you play dice?
You mean strip dice?
You strip if you like. Either way, you'll end up bare-arsed and with an empty purse.
All right.
Let's have a game.
I'm curious to see you play.
Alright, that was not a great roll. It was close to a great roll.
Well, that's not worth mentioning.
Oh no. Oh no, she's gonna win.
Just like that.
Oh, damn it, another crap roll. Alright, I'm just gonna go for it.
You're not afraid of anything.
Bust. And she's gonna win.
There, that turned out all right. And now I'll fuck it all up. Or not. Why'd I even try?
Alright, come on. I can still win this. Damn it, come on. Alright. Oh, and she won. Oh, let me look this up. Oh. I'm just checking. Yep, nobody's here. Nobody's here on Rumble. Let's see.
Debauchery. It's full of... If I used to come and play with her sometime.
Better plans for the evening.
See them? And what do I get out? Let's call it a little to the gallery.
Oh.
I'm cleaning up this pigsty?
Please.
Read.
You're pretty. I'm drunk. Man, I've no better...
Save that sweet talk and tell me what you want.
Fair enough. You're pretty.
Out of it.
Wild.
Alright, let's see. I think I screwed this one up.
Why would he do that? If he was so craven.
Will you come?
Curious. You better sit down, so you
Broke my neck.
Dash is a decent... Right?
Huh. Oh, wow.
Old bull
Something in return. Let's call it a little trade.
I could...
But you pay up. Great. If it's love you want, but...
To run away from the first army.
Interesting. Alright.
He
Let's
would
see.
never have made it all the way here.
I've got some warm water.
Then we'll have to discuss it.
Alright. I'm going to try this again.
Not a bad one.
It's interesting because I could have sworn that the chances for success on persuasion are static. Alright, so he's drunk. Yep, yeah, and it looks like... So somebody else managed to do it.
I'm right. Conrad,
May I interrupt you? You already...
What's the matter?
What are you...
Haven't you?
Not a...
No need.
Stop bothering.
Ha. Let's see. Let's load this again. Let's see. Yeah, Tractor says dice were one of my favorite things in KCD 1. You know what? You know what's my favorite thing? Gwent. Freaking Gwent. Love Gwent. Alright, so... I got the drunk debuff. Let's see. Let's try this again. So he's got the drunk debuff to his speech. I
or
know.
anywhere, even in
I know.
hell.
You have to bang the cook first, and then you get a bonus.
Your Alishka was brown-eyed, though.
There we go. All right.
Was calling out to me, begging to me.
All right. So that's the plan. We're gonna bang the cook. Because you know what? This may be the Henry super gay playthrough, but Godwin's gonna get some.
Greetings. Can't it wait till morning?
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt. But are you busy?
What do you think? A fortress full of hungry mouths and half of them noble lords accustomed to all kinds of debauchery.
I haven't eaten so well in a long time. Lord Alderaan was fortunate in his choice of cook.
He didn't have to choose me. My old ma spent her whole life in this kitchen, and my grandmother before her. God rest them both.
Wait, you're Kvieta's daughter, Madlenka.
It's been a long time since anyone has called me by that name. I was afraid you've forgotten me.
All right, you haven't changed at all. There we go.
You haven't changed at all.
But I have, and you've changed too. You left a haughty young pup, and now you return...
An old dog.
Not at all. The years have been kind to you.
And how have you been all this time? Did my father give you a hard time?
Not really. When he remarried and had another son, his mood improved quite a bit. I also got married, and soon I had my little Alishka running around under my feet in the kitchen. Young Sir Christopher used to come and play with her sometimes. He was always a very nice lad.
Tell me more about Alishka.
She's a big girl now.
Oh no, that's
She's a maid
the
here
other
now,
maid that you
but
can
I'm sure
bang.
they'll find
Oh
her a better
no.
job soon.
Oh
Aren't you
no.
worried about her? A young girl doesn't have it easy in life.
Even as a little girl, she used to beat up the boys in the village. I put up with all sorts of things without a peep, but not her.
And your husband?
Kuba, he died when Alishka was just a baby. He got bitten by a dog, and the wound festered. It was quick.
God grant him eternal life. Why don't we go somewhere together? Somewhere private. And reminisce about the old days.
You really haven't changed at all. You ought go and have a drink and stop chasing girls. I mean, it's embarrassing at your age.
Where might I find...
Why? Aha, it's look...
Huh. Well, that didn't work.
What do you kinds of debauch? And my grandmother before her. God rest them both.
Wait! You're Kvieta's...
By that...
think I could ever...
Young lord is the kitchen.
You, because you smelled of... That's not true.
It was just convenient for as a young lord. Ah, stop it. Even as a young lord, the kitchen was just a few steps away.
Oh, here we go. There. So apparently you have to do the hard conversation option. Yep, degenerate Henry, based Godwin. Yeah, Throcknar, this is... oh, I love Godwin. I mean, he's like the, he's like Towley from South Park. It's like, you know, maybe if I get drunk, we could solve
Maybe
our
I
problems.
should add some... Greetings. Can't it wait?
Sir,
what do you... He did
wait.
It's... I was...
I would
Do
never
you think I
forget
could
you.
ever forget you? Come on.
Ah, stop it. Even as a young lordling, you were bringing girls here from all over the county. I was just convenient for you, because the kitchen was just a few steps away.
Oh, come on. I also chased that dolt from the stables away from you. Or have you forgotten?
Kuba? How could I? When your father sent you away, I found out that dolt wasn't so bad. I ended up marrying him.
You haven't changed at all.
But I have. And you've... Not at all. No, I was young.
Tell me,
She's
what?
even as
And
Cooper.
God, why don't we go and
You won't go and have a drink.
Oh, shoot! Hold on.
because
Few girls here from all over the country.
time. Did my father give you a hard time?
The son, his.
All right. How do I get, you know?
Jimmy.
Good day. What would you like? Sherry.
Time.
You have to or her.
Madlenka.
Gotten. I was
At all from the like that. And how
I now
read about
beat up the fight when I listen.
private
After all,
of us.
we'll meet in the sh.
All right. How does he pass the speech check? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this if it kills me. Well, so he's got the drunk debuff. Marigold decoction just heals you from hangover, which he doesn't have. Interesting. So overeating just lowers his maximum stamina. That's it. Is there a potion you can take?
Old goat. Us only came here for the feast anyway.
Complain. I haven't eaten so well in a long time.
Let's see.
Forget it.
Strong words. I thought your Alishka was brown-eyed, though.
What? I'm talking about fucking singers, not you twat. I love my Alicia.
All right, all right.
Uh-oh. Alishka's the girl downstairs. Oh, she's gonna cheat on her dude. Chicken leg.
Whatever.
It's gotta be a
They got
potion
by
somewhere.
without us so far.
Right, too. Perhaps we're being harsh. Maybe it'll be a happy marriage. The lad might have picked up a thing or two at the bar.
Caught some.
Excusez-moi. I thought the French court knows me.
Alright, let's try this again.
Good day. So what do you... He did wait. I was...
Do you think
I was...
Oh, come on.
Cooper, when you're...
Well, let's try, see, how did the other guy do it?
Before her. God. And my grand...
Vieta's daughter.
Even for you.
I...
Ordling you were bringing
Come on.
Stop.
You haven't...
But, not a...
Why don't...
You won't go and have a drink.
Huh, how did the guy do this? Now, is it a matter of just waiting until he's less drunk? let me look up Godwin speech check. Okay, so first, how could I forget you? Ask her about her life.
Next time it'll be even better. Good day.
Sorry,
What? He did wait. I was.
Chief.
I would.
Oh, come on.
Cooper, when your father's.
That's it, now. Damn it. Now, is it because he got too drunk in the last scene? I don't think so. It looks like he's the same level of drunk in the other video, as he is in this one.
Stop it.
Same level of drunk. And same level of overeating, too. And let's see. And I drank the marigold decoction, didn't do anything.
Good day.
Sorry.
What? He did
wait.
I was.
Do you think I could?
Stop. I was just convenient for you because the.
Oh, come on.
Cooper, when your father's.
You.
But I have. Not.
And how?
No, I was young.
Tell me.
She's.
What?
Even as a.
And
Cooper.
God. Why don't and.
You all go and have a drink. No.
Damn it. How do I do it? How do I do it? I mean, is it random?
I am not sure. Are we? I have a feeling I forgot.
Alright, let's take a look. Let's see what his drinking skills are. Interesting.
Remember someone saying something about it. Was that a lunchtime? And then you would wake up.
Do you get it, Father?
Please, call me Rabbi or Lord Cape.
Oh, whatever. Fuck it.
And you should not curse either.
See? You talk exactly the same as our holier-than-thous.
What is bothering you, young man?
Alright, maybe if he washes off in a trough, maybe that'll do it. But yeah, I'm convinced that if he slams the cook, then he can slam her daughter and that random chick too. More beer, food.
Good day.
Bacon, roasted piglet. Oh, and there's no trough? Where's the trough?
You don't know the world of the gods.
Seriously, there's no trough here?
That's still alright. It'd be worse if you already had to drink.
Stand straight, Martin.
Bullocks, you're changing the subject, so you don't have to admit I'm right.
Let's try it with her again.
So from...
You mean... You strip if you like.
All right.
Alright, let's see what happens if we win the strip
you
dice.
dare to play me. I don't like to lose.
Come
If
on.
I was you, I'd take it. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know.
And quitting before I bust out.
That'll work. Hopefully I'll do it again. There, that turned out all right.
Oh no, come on, bust out, bust out. Damn it.
Your turn.
Yeah, she's playing pretty aggressively. Oh, just one die off from a big combo. Oh, same thing again.
Well, you're not afraid of anything. Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything.
Yep, bust.
Just like that.
Yeah, she's gonna win again. Bust. Loading again. Loading again. I wonder if that guy was playing modded.
So from...
Do you play...
You mean...
All right.
I'm curious to see you play.
Crap, that sucks. Another
If
crappy
I was
roll.
you, I'd take it. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know.
Man, if only I could play with my like
Have you
actual
lost your mind?
cheating
You're going
dice.
to lose everything.
Ah, crap. I'll take 400.
And now we'll see. Hopefully I'll do it again. Oh, come on. afraid of anything.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, 350. 300, 350 is a respectable result, even if it sucks. Oh, damn it. She made a full roll.
There, that turned out all right.
Bust out, bust out, bust out.
Now I'll show you how it's done. Sacra!
Yes. That's what I like to see. Yep, another crappy roll.
No harm done. It wasn't very good anyway. Your turn.
Oh, that's a 3, not a 5. Damn it. Oh, this would have been so close.
Well, that's not worth mentioning.
Oh no, she got 2,000. No, I'm gonna beat this chick. I'm gonna beat this chick only to see what happens when I do. Let's see.
So from
Do you play?
You mean
you strip?
Oh, Rob.
I've heard about you, but you can't beat me.
Yep, crap roll.
If I was you, I'd take it. Well, you're not afraid of anything.
Screw it. I'm going for it.
Mind, you're going to lose everything.
Oh, yes. That's what I wanted.
Let it be
Thank
now.
you.
I want to play too, you know.
And there's missing a 2. Do I really wanted to stop at 7? No, I'm going to try one more. Come on. And I busted out, of course. Damn it. Oh. Oh.
That'll work. And now I'll fuck it all up. Or not. Now I'll show you how it's done. And now we'll see. Why'd I even try? I won't even get to throw, the way this is going. Just like that.
Alright, well that's something. $4.50.
There, that turned out all right. Hopefully I'll do it again.
Oh, damn it, she did. And she's running the table on me.
Good game.
No, it needs a bit more. Greetings.
So
What?
he
did.
Wait.
I was.
You
I was.
Oh, come.
Cooper, when your father.
You have
Better. Not.
and how?
No, I was young.
Tell me.
She's.
What?
Even as.
And
Cooper.
God. What? And
You.
Damn it. Let's try the easier one first, then the harder one.
No, it needs a bit more. Greetings.
sorry.
What?
Wait.
I was.
You have.
But I. Not a.
And
No, I was young.
tell me more.
She's a.
What?
Even as.
And you're
Cooper.
God. What? And
You all go and have a drink and.
Is it because his reputation isn't good? That might be it. Maybe.
sorry.
Trustful.
Oh,
My old. Been a.
Alright, speech check is 25 in the video where the guy succeeded. Let's try this again.
Maybe a. Good day.
sorry.
What?
He did. Wait.
I was a.
Okay, it says speech is 17 now. How did the guy get the speech check to 25? Did he cheat? I mean, the only way to do that I know is with a fox potion. Alright, screw it. I'm just gonna try to get, like, really, really drunk. What happens if I just drink everything? Do I eventually puke and then get undrunk? No. You're already at a certain level of drunk and you can't undrink. Wait, or what if you eat the rotten carrot from the game with what's his name? Maybe you puke up some of this junk. Yeah. Because his speech is 19. Persuasion is 18. Got to be something here. All right, I'm gonna try winning the game with the dude over here. With Dry Devil.
Having a good morning. Don't you dare get by. I forgot. Leave it up. They wouldn't have to. Well, let's fuck up. Play and what makes? What you?
Alright, let's see. What happens if I do this with him? That crap roll. Sucks, but not the end of the world. It's not terrible. But I'm gonna risk it anyway. Nope, busted out. Should have taken it. Come on. Damn it. Now, for a second there, I thought I had it, but I didn't. Damn it. That'll call it. Man. How did the guy get Godwin up to 25 speech?
Want to roll some cure? Since it. Now that.
I'm gonna eat that rotten carrot. I'm gonna do this. Just double, triple checking, making sure that there's no potions around here.
They got by without a stone.
Because, like, the guy had to... It's got to be a cheat or something. Oh, wife's calling. Hey, what's up, honey? Yeah. Oh, that'd be great. Chewable would be ideal. Yeah. No, that's good. Alright. Love beeps. Alright, bye, honey. Alright. Okay, my girl is pretty awesome. She's getting me vitamins. Alright, let's see. Somebody's complaining about how the sex scenes aren't animated. Rosa and Catherine get full sex scenes. Wow. How do they do it? How did they do it? All right, so let me look through this video again.
Got married and is in the village.
Somewhere private. And respond. Have you got some? Have you? Sorry.
I'm cleaning up
I've come. Well, I've no better.
me, and I want something in return. Experience for a priest.
May I interrupt that?
Perhaps.
Love you weigh on your conscience. Girl, you let her. Then we'll go. Lovely.
Perhaps.
Couldn't believe it. The prettiest.
Yeah, 25 speech. How the hell did he get 25 speech? I do not get it. Alright, I'm just gonna ask, like, okay. It's just weird. I don't get it. I do not get it. Well, hopefully somebody will figure it out. Son of a...
I'm filled with grief.
Do you get it, Father?
Please.
Alright, well, let's talk to the other people first.
You act like you.
How come you?
Oh, but you. I'm. No, it's.
I want you.
What's the B? B is Dry Devil? Really? Screw it.
Having a good time. What are you?
Playing and what, Rich? What you?
All right, let's do the dice. Because maybe the carrot is like counts as a potion, gives you 10 billion speech. I don't know. Because I've combed every inch of this level and I don't see any way to raise his speech check. I know that you can't change his outfit. The only way I can think of is if in the previous mission he went and got like... Sorry, when you first play as him, you're wandering through the countryside. Maybe you could stop at an apothecary and buy, with your money, buy some freaking, what's it called? Buy a fox potion. That's the only way I can think of it. But it didn't look like he had a fox potion active. I'm wondering if the guy just modded it, or just cheated somehow. But then again, like, that doesn't make sense because why would they have the speech checks that you can pass if you're not supposed to be able to pass the speech checks? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, maybe if he eats the rotten carrot, he pukes his guts out and is less drunk. That's maybe. I don't know. I doubt it though. I don't think so. I don't get this. I do not get this whole thing. What? No, you didn't bust out? Really? You kidding me? Oh, damn it! I'm getting that carrot. Oh yeah, sorry. You guys are still stuck on this screen, aren't you? Because I'm still doing window share. Okay. If you have a stolen fox potion on you, you can pop it to overcome the drunk debuffs. That's what somebody said. And he wins. Alright, I'm gonna go look for...
In the simplest terms, I'm offering you
It looks like I can't.
without any ulterior motive. I am far too old for some sentimental bullshit.
Yeah, no fox potion. Can't pickpocket people when you're Godwin, only when you're Henry. Where's the fox potion?
ever thought about getting married? It would make a lot of things.
Somewhere around here there's a fox potion, and I'm gonna drink it.
Anyway, I need more wine. More stuff, man.
I swear to God, I saw him here a little while ago. He was sneaking around with the widow of Arthur.
Was that what? They got by without us so far. They'll be fine. We weren't useless anyway. You're right. I don't know about you, but I can barely stand. And to stand over that ditch.
Come on, there's gotta be a potion. No, that's not it.
I'm filled with grief. The roast was calling out.
Are you surprised? He's a bitter, contrary old goat. Half of us only came here for the feast, anyway.
Don't complain. Well, in a long time.
Drinking stuff.
What? I'm talking about fucking cigarettes. You do it. Oh, like as soon as he's gone. Like a queen.
If the Queen did this, there wouldn't be no war.
Oh wow, so there's somebody back there?
Oh, just a bit longer.
Aye, you already said that.
Oh my. Well, he's not the only one with this idea.
So you see, the best thing we can do. I will
Alright, I'm gonna reload before this, because maybe during the daytime this is workable, maybe. Maybe you get the fox potion from earlier on.
Nobody has the license.
Not even Bocek?
Not even Bocek. And he's a great lord.
That's hard to believe.
He's talking about sorry
Kotadi. Oh, it's a privy. Ah, okay. Oh man, she's giving a blowy in the privy. That's pretty nasty. Somewhere around here, I should. Maybe I. Yeah, maybe the only way to get it is way, way back in the old one. Yeah. Damn it. Well, there's noble gloves, which I can't wear. And you can't change Godwin's clothes. Yeah, this is actually frustrating. Dried salami. Where is the fox potion? It's so frustrating too because Henry has like a bunch of freaking fox potions.
We can no longer afford to wait. As if I didn't have enough on my plate already. Like my war. I can't leave unattended for a few days without him damn near getting it. And that's exactly why.
Burgers, patricians, and users.
We're trying to forge an alliance against our...
Don't worry.
Alright, maybe it's down here. Alright, let's try again. Maybe it's down there.
Needs a bit more. Well, that's not bad at all.
The rat'll be good.
Screw it. Let's go way the heck back. Okay, here we go. Is this literally a thing where you have to, like, from the beginning, have a fox potion ready?
Did you hear about what the bailiff is planning?
No, I don't care for gossip.
Nor do greetings. Take care.
Alright, let's see. Alright, I've got crafting recipes. Fox. Nettle, St. John's wort, belladonna, and charcoal. Can I just ride to Troskowitz?
Those idiots.
What's the buff I've got? Drunkenness, nice.
Yeah! 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 Quick! I'm supposed to take a left at the crossroads. But this must be that chapel. Now to the right and down to the woods. No. First, I have to find those two.
Nope, I can't go there. I can't go there. Hold on.
always afraid you'll...
Yeah, it looks like people did cheats. You guys don't want to see this. All right, let's see. Log back 10 bazillion freaking saves. Come on. Screw it. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to see if it's possible for...
Watch where you go,
to get a fox potion. Like, this actually kind of pisses me off.
Yeah!
And there's definitely no apothecaries on the way.
We'll be fine.
Okay, this was dumb. This was dumb. This is super dumb. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the guy just used cheats. But I don't... I want Godwin to get some, man. Come on. Like, if Henry is just gonna be gay, there's gotta be some heterosexuality in this game.
I'm supposed to take a left at the crossroads.
Go!
Well, this must be that chapel. Now to the right and down to the woods.
What's his bonus? Viro Virilitas. Huh.
Tracks lead to the right. I'd better tread carefully. The company must have headed into the thicker forest. They used the trees as cover. Wagons. They probably used them to block the way and prevent a retreat. Smart. I should keep my eyes peeled. They rained arrows down at them. God, what a bloodbath.
What are you gaping at? Well, didn't they teach you not to stick your nose into other people's business?
What are you up to here, fellas?
What's it to you?
I think not.
So?
I'm looking for two of my...
Then if
You can't...
Are you
Oh, don't mind me.
That sounds like a good deal.
Easy. Nice and slow. God Almighty, bless their souls. And they blocked their way forward as well. They were trapped. The man who planned, in any case, the innkeeper wasn't exaggerating. It looks like a Turkish raiding party swept through here.
Stop! Hey, you well God, listen.
Come.
Oh?
And what?
What do you don't?
I hear, sir, I'm looking.
Move it, idlers. What are you? I made it.
Who's this? No, quiet! You, Godwin, or there.
What did
No,
you made?
I guess just after.
Well,
I'd like.
what do you and
sorry.
So,
Well,
no.
Sir Han, you better.
Right,
Eggs will. I still.
Right, fella. If you are,
I bumped it.
did you? Oh, we're up.
If.
Let's come on then.
You're a dead man!
I'll be telling you.
Sorry, fucker!
You're so fucked up.
It's like reaching to the devil. With him.
They got. I'd say you really in the back.
You said
No reason.
we're not gonna.
It might not please.
Who gives a damn about?
Anyway,
Still on?
what Neba?
Also, I'm going to do another thing real quick. I'm just going to go... All right, cool. So you know what? Screw it. I'm pretty much I'm ready to cheat as well.
Hey, Godwin. So tell me, Godwin, why are you looking
honey.
for those two anyway?
Yeah, don't mind me. Don't mind me, fellas. My poor suffering wife just had
Come
to
now.
peel some thermal tape
There's
off
still
the
a fair
door.
way to go.
What, babe? I can make dinner, baby. You just got home. I will feed my babies. Come. All right, guys. I'm gonna bail, but I'm gonna catch you later. It's gonna be awesome. I'm sorry you don't get to see a senior citizen priest smash some prostitute old enough to be his granddaughter. Oh yeah, so Chromie, yeah, it was fun. Oh yeah, so Chromie, basically, Chromie, what I was saying was that there's a quest that I'm doing. It's a feast where you play as Godwin, and he has options to try to seduce various women at the feast. The problem is that he fails all of the checks unless you either A, give him a fox potion, or B, you cheat. Now, if you do a... I'm not sure if it's possible to get a fox potion without cheating. Maybe there is one at the feast. I looked all over the entire map and I could not find a fox potion. So I think that you're supposed to steal a fox potion in this level right now. That's why I was skipping so fast. Just see if it is possible. If there's like a fox potion just hidden in the freaking thing somewhere. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure somebody did a video showing that, you know, Godwin can smash any of those women at the feast. But I'm pretty sure he used cheats, because the same guy in an earlier video said he didn't know how to do it, and somebody in the comments just said just use cheats. And yeah, so I'm guessing that's what it is. And that's probably what I'm gonna do next time I stream, which, you know, maybe, you know, maybe later. Yeah, no, Chromie says tragic, we demand debauchery. Like, yeah, no, it was, and actually it seriously pissed me off. The idea that he can pass the checks, but only if he has an item that does not exist at that current location. If basically like 30 hours, hold on, let me check. I think it was, let's see. I'm at almost 200 hours right now. And let's take a look. Let's see how long ago this was. Probably like 100 game hours before. That's when Godwin was in this mission, where theoretically, maybe in this castle I'm about to go to, maybe there's a fox potion I could steal, and I can't even guarantee that. So that's, yeah, I'm a little bit pissed. I'm totally gonna cheat. Unless there's somebody on Reddit who can respond and tell me, like, oh yeah, this is where the fox potion is. And if you do the fox potion, then he can do the, you know, do the smash. But I'm pretty sure it's cheating. Yeah. Yeah, Chromie says, I'm sure the devs wouldn't give the option to succeed if it wasn't able to happen. Well, that's the thing, is that I think the only way to succeed is if I were to rewind time 100 hours ago, you know, of game time, to get this potion in this one particular place and steal it when I had no reason to do so because I'm playing a priest. Like, yeah, it's just weird. It's weird and it's dumb, and I'm just gonna cheat because that's how I'm gonna do it. It's cheating time. But yeah, no, it's really dumb. It's really dumb and it pisses me off. But hey, that's life. And like you say, like, oh, the devs wouldn't do this. The devs would totally do this. Like, KCD1 had a lot of like crappy stuff like this. KCD2 has a bunch of like these crappy little dev moments. Like, for instance, there are timed quests with zero warning that they're timed, and they automatically start like basically when you're walking down the freaking street. It's annoying. It's the kind of stuff that they do. But yeah, all right, guys. Thanks a lot for joining me. I'm gonna bail. You have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And maybe I'll be back. Maybe I'll be back later on. First, I gotta feed the wife. All right, peace.